I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir. Welcome to another marvelous episode of Overreaction Monday on a Wednesday. I am the governor of college football, and with me is a guy that needs no introduction, the mayor of college football, Downtown Nino Brown. Also with us today is my guy, Boomer Sooner himself, Mr. Jared Gray is in the building. How you doing, Commissioner Gray? We can't even call him Boomer Sooner anymore. We can't even call him Jared. We call him Commissioner Gray. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. You know, just living life, trying to keep parents away from the football field. We're good.
It's such a difficult job, so we're gonna get right into this. We don't got a lot of time tonight. Thank you guys for being able to do this tonight. Coaching unemployment continues to grow. We had Black Sunday a week ago, in which James Franklin, Trent Dilfer, and Trent Bray were all fired. A few days ago, Billy Napier was fired. Colorado State's Jay Norvell was fired. Boomer had an outstanding Commissioner Gray had an outstanding line. We'll say that he was thinking Norvell the other day on Twitter. That was pretty great. How you guys feeling about all of these firings and who you all think will be next in line? We'll start with you first, Nino.
I know the one I just posted this morning was Southern coach.
Yes,
Terrence Grays got fired, and now Steve McNair's older brother, Fred McNair, is going to be the interim head coach right now. That's after all the success he had at Oregon State, right? He went there as a coordinator. Now he's going to be.
He was terrible, bro. I said something.
Oh, Graves?
Graves, yeah,
but didn't they win last year under him?
I think they did have some success, but you just see like the life left, the sidelines. Yeah, it was no control at all. Yeah,
I mean, Billy never really had the success that he had at Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know if so much of it falls on Billy. I think it. At some point, head coaches just got to be head coaches, right? Like, stop putting your hands in the pot. Like, stop trying to be in your offensive play calling. You know what I mean? Like, you got a dude, and let that guy, see. Obviously, every once in a while you can put your hand in there and go, a certain fourth quarter play or a drive you got to have, and you're like, yeah, we can't be doing that, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, but there's a reason why I have a coordinator and you have assistant coaches, and these guys just got to get back to being the guy that runs the whole ship, and instead of trying to do every little, job that every department underneath you. I think that's what kind of Billy Napier got tied up in. Like, he started being so good at recruiting, and he was in on that, and then he couldn't let go of having offensive hold, in play calling, and he's got to go have meetings with this one. He's got to go shake hands with that one. You got to, so like a lot of that, I think, weighed on Billy, where he wasn't really focused on just being like the head coach. I said it last year, and he had the ace in his pocket was DJ Lagway. He probably would have been gone last year.
Yeah,
if Lagway wasn't there to replace Mertz when Mertz, got knocked out with the concussion. It's just the way they play football this year is crazy. Like, with a good defense that they have at Florida, with the trench work that they have on both sides of the ball, like that, even on offense, those offensive linemen are monsters, dude. And you have Jada Barr. Why aren't you running the ball more than you're trying to I get it. You're like, Dallas Wilson's him, but what the hell happened to Eugene Wilson, bro? He disappeared this year, especially in big games. So there's just a lot of factors going into it. But when you're at Florida, you're probably a top 25 head coaching destination, right? Like, you got to put up a shut up, and having 1 year of 8 wins in 4 don't work, unfortunately, and you got to go. So they already have a handful of guys that they're looking at. We shall see. Oh, I guess me and Boom will get to that in a second. I want to get Boomer's opinion on Florida though before we get there.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Talk to me.
Obviously, I think we kind of talked about if the only way Florida was going to continue to keep Napier continue to keep Florida, I guess you can more put it that way, is if he was going to do what he did last year and go on this streak. And then, because he went hot seat to it's cold, and then it was Hades, all where we thought it was going to be after the hot, before the hot seat. The biggest thing with that is they are basically Oklahoma from last year.
Yes.
A very good defense. I mean, a very good defense.
Yes.
Throw that offense out the window. Like, it's wild to me how you just took a team, and And I think we all have Lagway in our top 10 Heisman list to start the season.
Absolutely.
So do I blame Lagway? No, you got to blame the coach because he's that good of an athlete. It's Lenore Sellers too. Like, what are we doing? Like,
great.
It's mind blowing to me. Those two are the best athletes in football, and you got them handcuffed. It's wild. I mean, it's for me. Napier's had to go. And
I think it's monotone. Like he don't seem like he ever gets hot. Never. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Dennis is hot right now. Out the door.
Yeah, but like
I think a lot of that's from his dad.
He got fired. He probably just walked out. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, a lot of that's from his dad. He talked about, if you've seen the SEC football any given Saturday documentary, he talked a lot about his dad. I think a lot of that comes from his dad. I do have a couple opinions. Scott Strickland, what the hell were you doing? If you knew you were going to fire him after Texas A&M game, you should have fired him. You fired him after a win. What's your point in doing that? That was extremely stupid. Also, Billy Napier, I think his biggest issue was he wasn't a disciplinarian. DJ Lagway was allowed to throw 5 interceptions. I don't think I seen one time of him chewing them out the way we saw Jeff Brown chewing out Miller Moss when he almost threw an interception a week ago, or Kirk Cignati or Dan Lanning. The intensity, the attention to detail that they bring to the table, we just didn't see that with him. It needs to happen. Yeah, it was a lack of accountability. Yeah. It was lack of accountability, 100%.
People showing up late to practices or doing whatever they kind of wanted to do, and it was like the Dolphins.
Right. And Steve Spurrier hit on it a couple of years ago. He said he needs to tidy up a bit. Yeah. I guess he didn't listen to the All Bowl coach. And the last thing I have is, why didn't he go the Halfley route? This is something we talked about last year. Like, dude, I'm not going to give a team an opportunity to try to fire me again. And my job is on. You're not going to do that to me and my family again. I'm gone, bro. He would have got another job. He recruits really well. I just don't know why he allowed them. Why, and of course, all coaches think they're going to win. They have the pieces to win. But it just didn't happen.
I also, as much as we put it on Napier, I don't really see the progression in DJ Lagway this year.
Bingo.
We're on Arch Manning kind of arch, right? For lack of a better term. Like,
right.
We saw 7 games. The arch was skyrocket, and I feel like he kind of plateaued. I mean, I know there was an injury there, but he's healthy now, and I'm not seeing it. And even like
I don't see it.
On some of these throws, Dallas Wilson bailed them out a few times. Vernell Brown III has bailed them out multiple times with throws. So it's like
the wild thing, and we go to the arch thing. Like, how do you look like a superhuman against Oklahoma, who arguably top 2, top 3 defense in the league? And then you go back to this. So the simplified playbook works for him. Use that. Why are we doing the same thing with Lagway? Like, give him a simplified playbook. Go to his strengths. Use that. Don't like, hey, dude, let's backyard it.
Run the ball. So let Jaden Moss set up this offense. He's a dog, bro. I don't understand. Like,
dude, the play action would be miles. So it would be so good with Lagway, and they just can't do it because you don't run the ball.
KT, I got 3. I think kind of out of pocket names. I don't think I've even been hearing lately.
Oh, let's hear these.
We mentioned Alec Golis, so I'm gonna go with Alec Golis because I feel like Alec Golis is a dude. As much as I'm not a fan of them, they continue to do well, and they've had success in the ACC and in only 2 seasons. At Rhett Lashley, I think Florida would be an enormous stepping stone from SMU, and if they are in the ACC championship, I wouldn't be surprised if they're having a couple conversations for Rhett Lashley.
Outstanding play caller as well.
And another guy that it's been 3 years now. He's taken 2-3 different quarterbacks and he flipped them upside down. Tyler Shark, now Miller Moss, Jeff Brown. I think he has to be a guy that we have to start talking about.
Jeff Brown.
Me too. I'm such a huge Jeff Brown.
I think those 3 guys have to get talk. I mean, obviously this would be the home run, but why not James Franklin? Why not?
And he said he's going to be coaching this year. He said it 100%. He will be able to recruit. We know he can do that. It's just can
how could you not recruit in Florida?
How much would it take?
It's so easy to recruit.
So I know the hot name is Lane Kiffin, but they lost this week. I get it, but they're still in contention for the playoff.
Oh yeah, they looked outstanding.
That was a great game though. I mean,
if
it was Pete Golden's fault that they lost, they couldn't get stops.
When was the last coach that went deep in a playoff that switched teams?
That would be a good point.
And would they have to pay him $20 million a year?
I think they'll have to make him the highest paid, but the resources in Gainesville are certainly more plentiful than the resources in Oxford. He will be gone.
Is he going to drive the bus? Like, is he going to be the Uber driver though? Like, are you going to let Lane Kiffin in Florida do what he does at Ole Miss? Not your typical way of doing things in Florida. This is Lane.
That's a damn good question.
We walk a different line if you're a Kiffin.
What about Eli?
You said who?
What about Eli Drinkwitz?
Ooh, I've heard that name a lot too.
Bro, if you can make Missouri relevant in the SEC, what can you do with Florida?
But right now, is that a step up?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I think so,
bro. I give me a hand signal for Missouri.
That's a great question, though, Nino. That's a great question.
In the last 10 years, that's a step up?
No. I'm just telling you, booster-wise.
No, it's not.
Booster-wise.
They would not. I don't think they'll be happy with
NIL
that.
changes the game, homie.
It does.
Look at what they're doing. Look
what Texas Tech is doing.
Well, no, that's 20 plus. I'm talking about look what Mizzou's doing. Okay, look what Mizzou's doing with the money that a couple of years ago they didn't have this money. They wouldn't be getting an Armand Hardy or even Brandon. He wasn't someone that I thought was gonna be Bo Perbilla. Those guys weren't going to. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know.
Real quick, would a pro coach who used to be a college coach named Cliff Kingsbury be on the list?
Hey, gonna make more than what he's making with Washington?
Yeah, I think it would clear.
He's not going to be getting 10. I don't think he makes double digits.
I think he makes 10.
So
you don't pull him from the NFL without giving him $10 million.
That's a great question.
There's going to be a guy that's in Las Vegas that's going to need a job, and he's never going to coach in the NFL again.
You know what's pretty popular in Florida? Used to coach this team over here.
There's a lot of options.
Jon Gruden.
I don't know.
What about a former Gator football coach?
Nah, Urban's not going.
I'm not talking about Urban. I'm talking about my man.
No, Spurrier's too old.
Bobby Stoops.
No.
I've heard that one. I've heard it too.
I've heard taking it from the USFL or whatever the heck he's in.
Yeah, that's what he's at now. Why did he leave Oklahoma? I thought he was retiring, and now he's coaching again.
Well, I think it was a little bit of a nudge, and they were grooming Lincoln Riley. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense.
But he came back, and the last team he beat in a bowl game was Florida.
Yeah, I just don't know if he can. He can adapt to this type of college football, bro. NIL.
That's what I'm saying. He just beat Florida. When he came back, they brought him back just for a bowl game.
He was an interim.
As an interim, that was Cam Williams' last game.
That's a good point.
You're going to do it, divvying up money and making visits and talking to players and having divas. It's different when you got to coach one game.
Yeah, but I mean that dude's beloved in college football. I mean,
I was Nick Saban, and he said, "See you later."
Yeah, if I was Saban, I would. What's the point?
It's a no country for old men. It's time for the young dogs to start eating.
But Stoops was a defensive coordinator there too, so he has roots in Florida. He came from Florida to go to OU.
I think the boosters will be hired. Would be happy with a Bob Stoops hire. I think so. Just with the success that he was able to
3 to 5 years, groom somebody else. Why not?
That'd be interesting. So we got constant shakeup at the top 25. Ole Miss caught a loss this weekend. I'm so mad at Pete Golden. Miami caught a loss this past weekend. Texas Tech caught a loss as well in week 8. And we are definitely headed towards a collision course in multiple conferences. How you guys feel about this past weekend and some of the shakeup we've seen?
Can I do this one? I think this is the second best year of college football I've ever seen.
I hope my neighbors don't think I'm too loud. Great take.
2007.
Oh yeah. You already know.
If you made it to number 2 in 2007, you took an L.
Yeah.
The next week.
The very next week.
This year, dude, it doesn't. It's kind of has
a
top
5. Yeah, you catch.
Yeah. If you're in the top 5, you're catching some heat.
Someone's catching an L in the top 5 weekly.
I mean,
I love that take. I've been preaching that we are heading towards 2007 territory.
It is hands down, without a doubt. We still got plenty of football to go. It's halfway to the season.
Yes,
it's numbers already.
Yeah.
What if the carnage just keeps happening?
And it can't. It's lining up to.
I think only one team gets undefeated. I think the rest of the league makes it to the playoffs on 2 losses.
Wow.
So the other 11, that's going to be wild, bro. Because we're like, can we make it 2-loss team make it? How about every 2-loss team?
Every team's a 2-loss team.
It's in the top 12. It'll be wild, dude. I'm telling you, Ohio State's I think can run it. Obviously, at this point, but that's the only undefeated team.
Loss is coming for them at some point, man. It might not be in a regular season, maybe in a conference championship. I don't see any team getting to the field undefeated. I just don't.
It's going to be extremely tough once the gauntlet comes. I mean, the gauntlet's live in the SEC. I mean, Oklahoma plays 5 ranked teams in a row now, so that'll be wild.
That's crazy.
And with the upsets, like for some reason, watching the game, seeing how everything turned out afterwards, the celebration, the goalposts coming down, man, that Arizona State Texas Tech upset, this gave me last year's vibe. It's Sammy Levitt's back. Jordan Tyson's got the fake hammy. You see that? He catches the ball, goes out with a fake hammy, right? Fakes it, then he scores a touchdown. Then he starts doing the gritty. I'm like, bro, the vibe is there.
Yeah.
Everybody, even defensively, like big guys are coming up. They're not shutting teams out, but guys are coming up at the end of games when it's necessary and needed and making those big plays, man. I think Arizona State just starting to surge at the right time, and that's
what transformational coaching looks like.
Yo, he couldn't even talk, bro. He started crying.
He's such
he
an
couldn't even talk, and
that's another guy. What do you got to pay that dude if he makes it to the playoffs again?
He ain't leaving.
Nah, bro. Dude ain't leaving.
He's not leaving. I came to that realization too. I was like, but he could go here, and you just realize the passion, like a fall camp practice, bro. We and
you already know Arizona's. Hey, that's an awesome school, dude.
Yeah,
it's just an awesome vibe in Arizona. Period.
Love those takes you all had. So what happened?
Now, this loss on a Friday, does that have the same weight as the Saturday loss for Miami?
Remember back in the day, if you just played on a Friday or Thursday, good luck.
It did like we expected it out, right? Like if you're a ranked team, yeah. And
remember it was like Oregon beat USC on a Thursday night. They scored 21 points on a Thursday night. The first quarter, you're like, "What the front door is this?" Do not be ranked on a weekday.
That's a fact.
It'll be a long weekend.
What happened to the rush game and those dogs in front for Miami, bro?
I think it might have been a little bit of panic after they went down 14-0.
Yeah,
they got really pass heavy. They kept taking a bunch of shots, and I agree.
They came back, and you just kept like, all right. The first 2 interceptions by Carson Beck were terrible. The linebacker that went 45 yards downfield, Malachi Toney, dove 7 yards full extension and made it. I mean, bro, that's just a freak play.
It's a freak play.
You can't put that one on Beck.
It might be a top 20 play at the end of the year.
Yeah, that dude, full extension, like number
I didn't
4.
think he caught it like live. I did not think he caught it.
I don't think Toney did either. He like look, he was and then they saw him get up at the ball, and he was like, "Damn, bro." Like
that kid's incredible though.
Toney,
will they be able to keep him?
It all depends on who's the quarterback in Miami next year.
I don't think they'll compete.
Hey, if it's Sonora Sellers, Malachi Toney's staying.
Yeah, he's staying. Malachi Toney will stay, but that kid is incredible. So let's get on to this next topic. What's going on with South Carolina's offense? And did you guys hear about the protest, the Fire Mike Shula protest that they had in South Carolina?
No, this is the thing with Gamecocks fans, bro. You guys were banging the drum to hire Mike Schuler at the end of the year when they brought him in to be, whatever it was, an assistant or an advisor or whatever.
Yeah.
And because you rank 129 out of 136 in total offense, because you rank 115 out of 136 in scoring offense, Because you rank 121 out of 136 in rushing offense with Lenora Sellers as your quarterback. Because you rank 104 of 136 passing the ball. Because you're 120th out of 136 in third down conversions, and because you are god-awful in the red zone and are 128 out of 136. Now what you wanted, you don't want no more. Bro, what the hell is going on? These teams, you could put Lenora Sellers out there every week. He's a smart kid. He's
really
not
smart.
dumb. He knows what to say. Beamer and Mike Shula have lost this team, and these kids have quit.
Beamer's done.
Bro, when they ask you to make a change, I made a change, Jim. I made a change. Boy, you're confrontational. You're attacking reporters. Change? But go change your underwear because you shit yourself for the past 3 weeks coaching football. Like, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. You have Nicholas Harbor, right? Where's Mazio Bennett been, bro? He was your leading receiver all year last year. The kid can't even get on the field, right?
He was dominant a season ago.
You fought scraped Claude for Fajon Fuzal or to get that 7th year, and you barely used the kid. And Dylan Stewart.
He was injured all game against Oklahoma. Like did you see where the guy pushed his arm?
Oh, when it went up?
Yeah, well, he just stopped. He just went to the ground. The guy was like, the offensive line was like, bro, you good? Like, what happened? Like,
it's crazy. I just with that type of talent, how are you not?
I have a weird feeling Dylan Stewart doesn't play another game this year.
I got to put Dylan Stewart doesn't play.
No matter what.
No, I don't think Nicholas Harbor, Lenora Sellers, or Dylan Stewart, or Jalen Kilgore are Gamecocks next year. Gone. Like, that Beamer's gone. And unless it's a home run higher, South Carolina Gamecocks football is going back to 10 years ago.
Yep.
Like, before Rattler, before all of it. Like, good luck. And it's going to be a little bit, unless it's a home run higher before you.
Would they take a flyer on Napier? Or would Franklin?
They would take a flyer on Napier, but I don't think Air Nolan's staying. So now you're starting all over again. You understand what I mean? So like, the backup plans on. You had 3 4 to 5 star quarterbacks lined up. The Sellers, Nolan, Duckworth. Those guys are probably all gonna go. Maybe not Nolan. Nolan might stay because he just left Ohio State.
Right.
He had flipped in the recruiting process too. So maybe he will stay because it could be his opportunity. But yeah, man, this is bad, real bad for the Gamecocks. And like I said, they're probably going to set themselves back 5 to 10 years, like where they were before. Like it's got to be home runs, and we've seen it over years to get home run, and the coaching staff in the portal. It's tough.
Now, let me ask you the after facts of that. If they do go in a different direction from Shane Beamer, is that a home run hire for Virginia Tech?
Oh, yeah. And I think that's what they're waiting for.
I think that's what's going to happen.
You think that's what's yeah.
Well, follow that. He wanted to do it at South Carolina. And maybe, like we saw it in SEC any given Saturday, he said it, like he wanted to build it in South Carolina, like how his dad did. Well, that was your plan heading into the season, but homie, shit went south fast. And it seemed like he was checked out, and I think maybe they made a call. Because if you look at it, 3 weeks ago, when the fire in Virginia Tech happened, that's when the press started pressing him, and that's when he started pressing back, and their offense just like homeboy just you pull out a game plan from whatever year, bro. Let's run that. Let's get the season over with.
When he does get fired,
who's gonna take over interim?
No,
you can't give it to Shula.
Maybe. Well, I mean, here's saying he gonna get fired, right? Florida. I just realized who the new head coach probably gonna be.
Who's their D coordinator? Is Clayton? Is Clayton White? Who's Clayton White with?
Their defensive coordinator is should be the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, but
usually they give it to someone who's not.
It's just going to be coach, right? I mean, Hugh Freeze's gonna get fired.
We can talk.
That's one of the hottest seats. Him and Luke Fickell got the hottest seats in football, by the way. Now,
I agreed 100%.
Yeah.
Norvell
they already said they're keeping Fickell.
I know this isn't on the agenda, but it popped in my head.
Where's Matt Fickell?
Where's Matt Patricia?
They're not tearing away from Fickell.
That's an even better question.
What?
Where does Matt Patricia go?
I don't think Matt Patricia's a head coach.
You don't think that really?
Nope. We've seen this already, and he was terrible.
In college?
You think he can do it at the collegiate level?
I just don't think he can handle being a head coach. I just spoke to you about guys who can stay in their lane and do the things that they're supposed to do. I think he is an absolutely 10 toes down, phenomenal defensive coordinator.
100%.
Should never ever made that stupid move in New England to kind of dibble and dabble in the
offense. I thought it was too early, personally.
But in Detroit, he was terrible as a head coach.
He should.
And I just don't think that, like, some guys are really good at what they do, and some guys are, can't oversee the. I just don't think he can oversee the whole community.
I think he could in college at Florida.
At Florida, I think
he would bring them back to being a very, very good defensive team.
They are a good defensive team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the thing is, you can call the right mind, right? I mean, let's be real. Lincoln Riley gonna be an offensive coordinator again soon, so.
You think so? No, I don't know. They're having a good year, man.
They're so up and down. It's wild, dude.
Well, they are on their third running back. They're on their fourth running back.
He made a terrible call, that reverse pass the other day when they were driving down the field. I almost punched my TV. That's how frustrated I was.
But hey,
I've been defending him.
I big him up. I big up that linebacker group, and then Jeremiah Love just put a hot steamer on the plate and handed it to him. Dude, they couldn't tackle him for a darn 228.
I think. That's things we talk about, the NIL and the move and stuff like that. The only way you keep good football players is if you're like, hey, this is our next hire.
Yeah, right. I agree with that.
Unless you're winning. Unless you're winning.
That changes.
Yeah, but I mean that's how they're going to keep the Florida players, because
on a team that's lost the coach already, 100%. You gotta assure them you're bringing in something that they want.
Again, it's got to be.
So let's get into some game previews. I know we talked a little bit about everything that happened this past week. We got a really good game at Bloomington, Indiana. I believe this is big noon kickoff on Fox this weekend. This is only the second ever meeting between Indiana and UCLA. Indiana did put hands and feet on them a year ago. How you guys feeling about this game? I think it's a really sexy matchup, only because what UCLA has been able to do since Tim Skipper's taking over as head coach, Jerry Neuhausel, what he's been able to do as the offensive coordinator, and they've come alive. They wouldn't go into Bloomington and win, right? They just wouldn't do that, would they?
No, but I mean, let's Signetti said it the perfect thing. We're playing a 3-0 team.
Yep.
Yeah,
if it was the best statement a head coach could make in the situation, knowing who they were before and who they are now. That team is hungry. They're ready to eat. But another team's number 2
in the country.
Number 2 ain't the number, by the way, this year. That's scary. It is scary.
This is what I'm talking about, my friend.
2007 vibes.
All over again.
But because it's in Indiana and Signetti is starting it off right, hey, they're 3-0. That they will come prepared. They will get off. They will leave the locker room ready.
I think everybody's going to leave the locker room ready on both sides. You want to talk two?
That's going to be a fun one.
I'm going to talk 4. I don't think there's another team in the country that's ranked 4th with the amount of points scored per game, or in the top 4, and the points allowed per game. Like, they are ranked 4 on both sides of the ball. You don't score much on them. If you can't score 13, you don't win. So good luck.
It's wild. It's like the old school, hard-nosed defense in a Big Ten, right? Yeah. Plus that high-powered Big 12 offense from back in the day. It's wild. It's so fun to watch Indiana right now. I mean, who would have thought the Hoosiers would be a football school?
Isaiah Jones is a heat-seeking missile, bro, at linebacker for the Hoosiers. Bro, that boy, he's a bloodhound for the football. Like 11 tackles for loss. I think he's got 5 sacks. He's got a pick.
Is he one of the highest movers in the draft stock right now? I mean,
yeah, he's
from beginning of the year till now. I mean,
100%, absolutely. But see, it's number 2's been falling.
Yeah.
And UCLA has been winning games every single week by a different method. And that's the thing. It's not that one trick. There's so many explosive plays after explosive plays. Neuheisel is made himself, shout out Eric Froton, but has put himself in the Broyles Award. You have to put him in the Broyles Award category, right? With what he's done just in a 3-game basis.
Hey, Dad's a legend at UCLA.
If Nico plays, because he's a little banged up, right? But he did come back in the game. If he plays to the way he's been playing over these 3 games, this could give Indiana's defense a little bit of fits here because they have 3 weapons on the ground that can run the ball. And I was seeing all of them being effective, right? All of a sudden last weekend, Mikey Matthews makes an appearance, right? He's got a touchdown.
It's starting to use trying to call for in the offseason is for him to have a good season.
Their weapons are starting to produce now under this Neuheisel offense. And it's not much tape. It's only 3 games, so they can give you something you ain't never seen.
And
has Indiana played behind often? If UCLA can get out and score first or score early and play fast, is Indiana ready to get punched in the mouth?
We saw it in the playoff. We saw it in the playoff versus Notre Dame. Right. Notre Dame, I mean, they put them paws on them, and Indiana couldn't do nothing. You saw Kirk Cincinnati look like he's about to cry on the sideline. Like,
is Indiana Ivan Drago, and can UCLA be Rocky Balboa right here? Like, you punch him in the mouth, and okay, but I've been punched. We got shit on for 3 games, bro. We got put. You can't get any lower than what we were for 3 games. And guess what? We're here now. We're the hottest team in the country. Yeah, you're 2, but we ain't afraid of you. I think that's the demeanor they're coming into. I think Neuheisel just like, oh, bro. Kurt, bro, it's the new white boy swag in this motherfucker right now, boy. All right.
One guy got paid. One guy's trying to get paid.
Hey, Kurt, they carrying your ass off the fucking field, bro. They can't stop carrying my fucking ass off the field, though. I can't do no wrong. I got a fucking magic stick in my ass. So anything I call is woohoo. Let's go.
What they call that, or is it the creatine Caucasians? That's hilarious, dog.
What is it? What's that podcast?
I can't think. I know it's
white wines or something like that. White boy wines. I don't know, something like that. But
it's hilarious, man.
Listen, it's going to be a real good game. I think that then he plays that old school, like you said, hard-nosed football, and you have a brand new mind in college football who is clicking right now. My man's doing the matrix. Like, he's seeing the numbers right now and pulling out. I want the red pill, blue pill. Like, I can.
He limitless for real.
He got guys in Nico like pulling out, Neo in the matrix shit. They dodge this one. I'm gonna dodge this one. So, but can Kurt Cignetti play Mr. Anderson? Mr. Anderson. We'll have to see. It'll be a battle for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a damn good game. I don't think Twitterverse or Xverse, I guess is what we call it now, is ready for if UCLA wins that game.
What's the spread? Because I think UCLA can cover the spread.
That's a great question.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, 25 points, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, they're covering that.
That's disrespectful. Hey, that alone makes me think that UCLA's taking this motherfucker. Right? That's crazy. Disrespectful for somebody hot.
Oh, I mean, that's a big bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
Hey, and over-under is only 52.5, so they don't even expect UCLA to score points.
That's weird.
Because if Indiana's averaging 40, well, the math is real simple.
Yeah, right. The math ain't math for sure. So we got one more game to talk about. We got a really good game. Do you guys think if Memphis didn't lose last week to UAB, that College Game Day would have went to Memphis?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, the barbecue alone's worth the trip.
Oh man, that environment is crazy. And you're right. Before I was vegan, we was on a black college tour for music, and I went down there, and that place changed my life, bro.
You went vegan after that.
Yeah, that place changed my life, man. Yeah, it was amazing. So, how you all feeling about this game? I know my theory is if their quarterback is healthy and in Memphis, I'm not betting against Memphis in Memphis. That they just won a lot of home games. I think they're like second or third right now, and the longest active win streak at home. Also second and third for the most home wins in the last decade. That's something Ryan Silverfield talked to Moon about. If Brendan Lewis is healthy, give me Memphis to win this game. How you all feeling about this game though?
Yeah, boom.
Listen.
Hey, we also owe you kudos too for your USF call a few weeks ago.
I was not wrong. on South Florida. I said, listen, it's gonna be close, North Texas. It's gonna be popping North Texas, then it's gonna be a blowout in the second half.
Yeah, you called it 100%.
Bro, they flipped the number. One scored 36, the other one scored 63. So, and that's what's scary, right? Because South Florida can score
in bunches,
and they can stop you from scoring in bunches.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, scary team, can do whatever.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Okay. Well, apparently, hey, my princess is hungry. I need you to pick real quick. South Florida or Memphis? Who wins? Pick. South Florida or Memphis?
What team are you on?
Who do you pick? Memphis or South Florida?
South Florida.
There it is.
Upset City, baby. I mean, hey, it is what it say. Go Bulls. Say go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Well, hey, upset here. Hey, listen, I love Memphis. I think they're absolute dominant team. Love seeing them. Listen, living in Arkansas now and watching Memphis beat Arkansas with a bunch of Arkansas fans just crying at a TV was awesome.
That had to be pure gold,
bro. people who have made the trip there, because it's only a 3.5 hour, like a 4-hour drive from here to Memphis, and they're like, oh, we're going to go get this win. They took that L. So they took that L. So listen, I'm about Memphis, huge Memphis fan, but maybe they're going to be crying like Paxton Lynch was one day.
Paxton Lynch, that's a name I heard in a while. You know,
this is interesting. I think for this game, I'm going to be a Memphis fan only because I stand on my North Texas is going to win the American and kind of sneak in there.
So like,
it puts it would take South Florida out of the top 25, right?
Absolutely.
Another loss, so that would put them at 6-2, right? So and then that would also put them kind of back in the rankings in the American Conference. But I think when we speak about all this, we always kind of forget about Navy.
Navy, yeah, we do.
Conference, and they're undefeated and they're not ranked. But in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, maybe they go to Memphis. That could draw college game day for that.
That would be awesome.
That could definitely draw
because I think if Navy's still undefeated by then, they'd have to be in the top 25.
Just so you all know, just so I put this out there, we're really cool with Memphis. We can go there whenever we want to. Just to put that out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen. This is my last week coaching.
He just did the 6'7"?
6'7"?
Just did the 6'7".
I hear 6'3" is the new thing for the Bulls. Anyway, this is my last hope, season game. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're guaranteed to make the playoffs. It's the week after the semifinal or Pro Bowl game, or Super Bowl for us. I'll be there.
And it's a Navy. Navy
100%.
Right.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If we're not coaching and I ain't coaching in our Super Bowl, then 100% I'll be there. And you already know I'm rooting for us, so there's that.
Yeah.
KT, we talk about cannibalism in conferences, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the American Conference can cannibalize. Look at Navy, South Florida, Tulane, Memphis, and North Texas. All have 6 wins, right? Navy has no loss, but the rest of them has 1 loss. So if Memphis wins this, puts UCF behind the 8 ball a little bit, out of the top 25. Now the American Conference is back to being, wide open again. That Memphis Navy game will weigh a lot because now if Memphis loses that, they're in the back burner. Now, now Navy's in the driver's seat. But if Memphis wins that game, right? Now Memphis, North Texas, and Navy plus Tulane all tied at 1 loss. It would be insane.
The winner of the American would have to get that auto bid. They will have to get it because
there's
with
no
the
other conference
metrics. No.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, have you seen the helmets Tulane's wearing this weekend?
Fire.
Bro. You can buy them, by the way. They're donating. You can buy
jerseys too.
Their jerseys too. Yup.
Yeah, insane.
They're so cool looking though.
I'm gonna go Memphis in this one. It's hard for me. I want it, but in my heart of hearts,
love to see Memphis Navy with Navy.
Those helmets are cold, bro.
Yeah,
they're so cold.
For that game to have as much weight as it has, you need Memphis to win this game. You need UCF to take the loss. If UCF wins this game, I think it's USF for them. USF wins this game. I think it's right. Staying in the top 25, and you're probably going to be in the college.
Listen, I want her from Memphis, but my daughter said we gotta go.
she said South Florida. I guess we gotta go South Florida. Great show, gentlemen. As always, this was fun. Felt like a lyrical exercise. Didn't even know we had been at the 45-minute mark this fast. As I always like to say, there are no more victories in a sport that survive in advance. That's why college football has the greatest regular season. Till next time, you all take care. I'll see you all next Monday, man.
Vanderbilt beats Missouri.
Yes, sir. Today I am the governor of college football. Yes, sir. The mayor of college football, a.k.a. Downtown Nino Brown. Yes, sir. Hey, man.